Stripping it all back to basics is also a chance to address any cracks or potential structural issues. John hopes to do the work in 12 to 13 weeks so that it's ready for the next student intake. Clearly he doesn't believe in half measures. What kind of budget have you put aside for the work?
To do the whole property, we're probably looking budgeting around 23 to 25,000, and that will be for the furnishings as well inside.
Will you get involved in that at all?
Yeah, very much, yeah. All the time, non-stop.
What do you do?
I'm a joiner by trade anyway, but basically we're hands-on. We have everything going every day, joiners work and everything else, so it'll be a big project, you know.
Well, listen, congratulations, well done. Good luck with it.
Okay, thanks very much.
Look forward to seeing how you get on.
Cheers. Brilliant.
I guess that with all John's experience, for him, this is just another property to add to his portfolio. Well, John certainly seems to have cracked the student market, but will this place be filled with students when we come back? You can find out.
Right.
Now we head back to the popular student area of Wavertree in Liverpool, where full-time property developer John bought this 3-bed end of terraced house for £101,000. He saw its future as a student rental goldmine. To get the best out of it, John wasn't going to pussyfoot around the layout. So tell me, what are you going to do to this place to sort it out?
We're going to gut this 100%, so everything will be back to the brickwork. So upstairs, we will take every wall out upstairs.
Oh.
And make 4 good-sized bedrooms with a shower bathroom in the middle.
John was aiming for a 12 to 13 week turnaround to take advantage of the next student intake. As he's a joiner by trade, he planned to get his hands dirty on the renovation. 3.5 months later, we returned, and it looks like John has been very busy. The front living room is now a comfortable student pad with all the furnishings supplied. Down the renovated hall, the tired kitchen has given way to new units ready for those pots and pans to be used. Next door, the lounge has had an impressive makeover, ready for those wild student parties. I mean, those quiet evenings studying.
In this room here, we've created a communal area for the students, which is nice and cosy, basically. It's enough seating for 5 students, dining table and chairs. Here we've also installed an intercom system which is connected to the front door. So obviously that's added security for the students. They can see who's coming and going, you know. And I'm quite pleased with the way this has worked out. This was obviously the brick wall here, which we've knocked through and utilised an extra bathroom. We've put a shower room in, and we've done a lot of extra work in there, and it's really paid off, and I'm pleased with that, you know.
I reckon John must be most pleased with the renovated bedrooms upstairs. The general layout has stayed the same, but by gutting the place and creating new walls, each room has the same square footage. By shifting the side wall and the doorway, the back bedroom has been split to allow for a bathroom.
What we've done up here is we've taken every wall out and created 4 good-sized double bedrooms with all new furniture, as you can see. In the bathroom area here, we've created a shower room, so that's obviously 2 bathrooms in the property, and it's worked out really well.
Students nowadays expect decent living standards, and quite right too, and John certainly won't disappoint them with these 5 good-sized bedrooms and an excellent finish throughout. And if they want to enjoy the afternoon sun, then the rear yard has had a makeover, ready for relaxing or the odd barbecue. This place may be basic, but getting back to basics was part of John's plan for the house.
Everything's been back to the brickwork. It's had a 100% rip out, basically. It's been all new double glazed windows, it's been fully central heated and replumbed out, new damp course, basically 100% replastered. All the woodwork's brand new, fully rewired. It's had everything done to it, basically.
The original house wasn't exactly in a bad state, but John has a developing philosophy that means no difficulties are faced now or in the future.
We don't normally come across problems because everything's being ripped out anyway, and it's going to be replaced with brand new stuff because we don't want to be coming back in 18 months from now and the tenant saying, you know, this has fell off or we've got damp here. We expect to come back for maintenance issues, but not for any structural or anything like that, you know.
We were built to last on until forever.
It doesn't mean a wholesale rip-out of the old house. John has retained some of the original features, like the living room mouldings and the ceiling rose, which gave the house character. But doing such a complete renovation to avoid any future problems means having a healthy budget.
We spent about £24,000 on the property, including all the furnishings and fixings as well. So I did budget for £25,000, so we've come in under budget.
For such a major overhaul, that's good news. Added to the purchase price of £101,000, John's total spend on the property is £125,000. All the work was done in 46 days, so he's got a lot to be pleased about.
This one's obviously finished now. It's fully let for the new academic year for students. It's let to 5 girls, so we're on to other properties now. We've got other ones running at the same time, so we're on to the next one.
Well, John doesn't hang around. But with the house ready and waiting for its new tenants, it's time to find out what 2 local estate agents think of John's £125,000 investment.
The property has been fantastically finished. How the developers put it for the student market is perfect. It suits ideally students who are coming out of halls. Generally in the first year they've had ensuite facilities, the quality of fittings are quite high, and to come into a property like this will really appeal to that market.
I think it's a fantastic property. I think it's done to a really good standard. It doesn't need any work doing to it at all. I particularly like the fact that it's got 2 bathrooms, which is beneficial for both families or students moving in. Again, the finish is fantastic. You could move your furniture in and not have to do anything.
There's no doubting the standard of work here, but with no plans to sell, has John got his lean, mean rental machine working to full capacity?
I would look at valuing it at maximum £70 per week per student.
Probably in a property like this, the pitch would be £60–65 a week.
I think that's reasonable, to be honest with you. I've let the property for £60 per person already, so I'm more than pleased with 60 or 70. Yeah, that's great.
No wonder John's smiling. His annual rental income on the place will be approximately £14,000. That would give him an excellent 11% yield. Bearing in mind his £125,000 outlay, the estate agents reckon he could achieve a possible £155,000 if he sold, meaning a potential £30,000 profit. That would do very nicely, but somehow I don't see that changing his plans.
I'm planning on obviously continuing letting it now for the foreseeable future. It'll just go in the mix with all the rest of the properties and obviously keep them fully let for the next 10 years hopefully.